Hi, this is KV, and this is the moon phase report for Libra. Okay, I love when this happens. For one, this is your birthday month, so this is where you really get clear on what you need to do in your life this next year to really feel happy and to feel more like you've done what you've wanted to do in life and that you're living it fully. And I just love that this eclipse is right there where it is now. And with this full moon on the 18th, because it's so much about you really thinking about you more, and you're not someone who usually does that. I mean, you do, of course, but you think about others. You're very much geared to others. You're very much like an empath like that of, are you okay? Are you taken care of? What can I get you? What can I buy you? What can I do to make you happy? You know, it's a really beautiful thing about Libras that they do that. And this full moon is really just saying, you know, enough about everybody for right now. What do you need to let go of with always being so concerned with others so that you can make the space for you to take a little more care of you, and for you to put a little more attention on you, and for you to take care of you for a while. And it doesn't have to be an everyday, or it doesn't have to be like it's going to be different now. It's just that this moment right now, the spotlight wants to be on you. What do you need, Libra? What do you need to be happy? Not like anything that, you know, you'll be happy if they're happy. You know, maybe needing to shift away a little bit from that kind of thinking, that you're a really important person in all of this, and other people will be happy if you're happy. Like, who knew? Maybe that's what this is about, you know? So there's a lot of focus with that. There's also can be a thing too with you know, because still there's a lot of shock and upset and beginnings and endings in relationships with others. And this can be work, this can be relationship, friendship, this can be all kinds of relationships where you know them on a bit of a deeper level than anything superficial. And you might be realizing that there's such an out of balance thing in your relationships that some people maybe do need to go from your life, you know, and maybe you're feeling like this just isn't a healthy relationship right now. This is draining me. I'm going 75% of it to have a relationship with you. So you might be realizing that you've been giving too much, and it might just be it might be time to pull back. And by pulling back, you will be able to test if they are really good for you, because they may just leave. And if they do, it's for the good. Don't chase after them. If they fall away, they're supposed to. Because you just really need this kind of more healthy balance with others. There needs a little more attention on you right now. And there's also going to be something very much going to be happening with your values, and that could be something that is kind of more empowering you to feel that you're important too, you know, and that you have every right to say what you need to say, to express how you need to express, to state the needs you have. And there's going to be something with Mercury going retrograde 2 days after this eclipse, that's going to kind of make you go back and see where you aren't really being honoring of yourself, and you aren't really valuing who you are, and you aren't really valuing what you have to give, and or you aren't really valuing your creative gifts. So you're going to, over the next couple months, you're just going to be kind of going back, and, you know, definitely triggers can be coming up in work, in relationships with others, definitely in your career too. You can be having some triggers that are coming up, but they're only going to come up for you to say, whoa, I need to look at that. I've magnetized that because I haven't been valuing myself. You know, it's almost like you need a little dose of that extreme Leo energy. You know, Leo needs to share a little bit of its energy with you, actually. You know, so that you are a little more like, I deserve good things. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to have an awesome job where I'm valued, you know. So you're really going to have a lot of things come up that show you where you've been not putting yourself in a high enough position, where you've not been honoring yourself, where you've not been loving yourself. So the examples that come up, if any of them come up and kind of sting or hurt your feelings, or, you know, whatever kind of reaction they bring, just know It's only to show you that you weren't holding yourself in a high enough position and you were allowing others to take advantage of you. And we need you in this stronger, more solid, and this is part of your destiny. So this is part of something that is essential for us to go forward, for you to go forward in your life and with how you want to be expressing in the world. And with the Jupiter, up in your house of career, Pluto down in your root center, it's like there's a lot of things that you're awakening to that are down below that you picked up from childhood. I just got a big hit on that. Okay, so there's a lot of things that came from childhood that were very limiting, that were very volatile, hurtful, scary, violating, things that really like scarred you to the point that they are lingering too much in your present day life, and it's almost like a filter that everything is going out of, and it's not it needs to be transformed. It needs to be let go of. It's not fair that these injustices that you saw or were done to you are still in your auric field and keeping you from manifesting what you deserve. So it's really important that you can, and you're especially, very shortly going to get a huge boost to that area. So hopefully you can at least be on the call that we're having on the solar eclipse. It would be great if you can be on the one on the lunar eclipse on Saturday, the healing call that we're having. I'll put the information down below, but that will really help clear some of that shame, blame, and guilt and pain that is so still in you, that is so still thinking the world is unfair, the world is not safe. I have to be nervous and cautious and protect myself and shield myself. So there's going to be a lot of healing work that's going on with that, and it's going to be kind of guided through meditation. That's why this healing event would be great, because it's going to be things that are coming from spirit. So it's going to be things that are working with spirit to clear out this garbage so that you can really transform that area of your life and have this freedom, because that Jupiter is wanting you to be more free in the world. That Jupiter is wanting you to spread your wings and not to be restricted and not to be held back by this stuff that had nothing to do with you anyway. It was somebody else who was fucked up, but honestly, it happened to them too. Nobody just does these things out of the blue. It was all these violations, all these hurtful things were done to these people that did them to us. So we at some point have to bring in some healing to that, some forgiveness to that, so that we can set them free too. Because if we're still hurt by things that other people have done to us, we're actually hooking our cords into them. We're actually sucking their life force and draining ours along with it by taking it into ours. I mean, come on. I mean, these things are hard to recognize and heal from because they've stunted us in such a way that we can't move out of the Pisces, age of Pisces victim. But we have to rise out of that now. We have to realize that all these things that happen to us, if you had some of these really violating, hurtful things in your childhood time, always, always, always are somehow relating to what you end up giving back and doing in the world later. And everything, moving into the age of Aquarius is everything about give back, help others, share what you know for the assistance of others to grow and expand their life too, So that's huge right now. Let me see. I need to hurry because I see that the light is coming in to attack us. The sun. The energy too is going to be one of the other things with the kind of energy coming at you is what I just said. Actually, that's perfect. But it's gonna try to help you see where you are holding on to those thought processes that are keeping you locked into the victim mentality and bringing illness and creating this kind of illusion that is keeping you from shining through your true bright light. So the energy is wanting to heal that, and the energy is wanting to heal your thoughts and to bring you into that victor status, into that overcoming your wounds and becoming a teacher to help others. So that's just beautiful. So know that that's kind of what it's focusing on right now. It's like your service to others, healing your wounds, valuing yourself more, loving your body. There's something with loving your body too. So if it was a violation thing like that, you have to understand that nothing will come to you in the appropriate way until you can love your body. And that is another reason I hope you can get on these calls, because that is something that can shift out of you really quickly through the magic of these calls with Kuan Yin and the guides coming to take this stuff out of you. But they can pull this karmic stuff out of your auric field and body, and it's crazy. It's the wildest thing ever. But I've been walking these, and you can listen to my main video and you can see that I look different too from just doing 2 of these. So you're going to have the same kind of results. They just change you. They get rid of, they really sweep out a lot of this stuff that isn't you, so that you can be true to who you are and just like, yeah, and go out into the world and like, this is who I am, you know, and much more confident and okay with that. But so love of the body is something that's over the couple months you're going to be awakening to, where you're still holding a limited perspective, where you're still seeing yourself as not good enough, not worthy. And you're going to work on kind of cleansing that and starting fresh and kind of, you know, rebooting a lot of this stuff. Really kind of, there's a really big reboot in your chart for sure. Starting over. And let me see, there's also, yeah, something to, there can be, hey, stop. Sorry, cat fight. Mama, like, she'll be so loving and loving and licking, and then she'll attack. It's like, stop that. She has like that split personality like that. She always has. Gotta keep an eye on her. So it was funny because I was going to say something about communications. I don't know if that would mean something to you. Like what just happened with the cats is something that's happening. Because it was like I was just looking at something can happen with communications that's kind of shocking from others, where they just throw you off guard. But if there is anything that kind of shocks you and throws you off guard and throws you off balance, just know that right now the energies, the planets are definitely wanting to help you bring the positive to it, bring it to a higher note, bring it to a higher perspective. Learn to say things in a different way so that you can have a more calm reaction with others, so that they don't trigger you and piss you off like what my cat did. I bet you anything that meant something for you. Because I was just going to say that when it happened. So yes, and then there will also be, yeah, that's also going to be coming into play with that, with your own thought processes. So there is this real big push to make it more positive, to believe that you can do anything. If it's in the career thing, wanting to find a new job thing, you know, just believing, you know, send it out to the mystery right now of what you want a job to look like, you know, what you want your career to look like, what you want it to feel like. And the powers right now, I mean, Mars is in your 12th house, so you can just kind of sit back after that and allow the steps to come to you. Because if you can just put it out there, people will just start showing up. They'll say, hey, do you know anyone who can help me with da-da-da? And you're like, oh my gosh, I can, you know, or whatever. So who knows how it'll come. You don't have to limit yourself by thinking it has to come in a certain way. But for now, just dream huge, dream huge, dream huge. But the root of it all is that you will value yourself first. You must see yourself as good enough, that you deserve to live a good life, that you don't have to slave away and do these other kind of things, that you deserve to, you know, manifest something that's very honoring of who you are. So you can see what I'm talking about. The energy is very much about you right now. So be cool with that and love that and take care of yourself and nurture yourself and do things that are nurturing for you. And Okay, cool. So I'm going to let you go. I so hope you can be on the call. You would be someone who this is perfect for. If you cannot, please put it in your intentions that you will be on the one on November 3rd. I think it'll be like a Sunday night we might do it. We'll still kind of check with people on the best time, but okay, cool. So you have a beautiful full moon, and be nurturing and take care of yourself and love yourself. Take bubble baths, you know. Do caring, nurturing things for you. Put lotion on your body. Love your body. Take care of your body. Um, Rub your body and, you know, tell it that it's beautiful and it's okay no matter what it looks like, you know. So this is important for you. Okay, I will see you soon, baby dolls. Have a beautiful full moon. Bye.